Tiger Woods didn't appear at Augusta National this week. Instead, he showed up at the Patch, a scrappy little municipal course just down the road in Augusta. What followed was nothing short of shocking. There were no clubs, no Sunday charge, and no green jacket in play. What was expected to be a small local golf announcement quickly turned into something much bigger, a moment that could redefine not just Tiger's legacy, but the future of golf itself. This is Tiger Woods we're talking about, the 15-time major champion who once dominated Augusta National with power, precision, and brilliance. But this time, he wasn't there to compete. He came to speak, to reveal something no one, not even golf's most plugged-in insiders, saw coming. It was a quiet April morning that suddenly turned historic. A small audience of local officials, media, and Augusta National representatives leaned in as Tiger took the mic. Then, with one bold statement, he turned a humble course into the center of a movement. This wasn't just a ceremonial soundbite. It was a vision, a declaration, a game-changing moment that stretched far beyond the sport itself. In 2025, no one expected this, not from Tiger Woods and not here. But suddenly, the Patch, once overlooked and underfunded, was now a symbol of change. Tiger didn't come for a headline. He came to rewrite the story. A story about access, opportunity, and what golf can become when you tear down the barriers and open the gates. And as he stood there, delivering his unexpected announcement, it became clear. This wasn't just another golf moment. This was a Tiger Woods moment. Then he spoke and dropped a bombshell. "I'm proud to announce," he said, pausing, for just a moment, as if he knew what he was about to say would change everything, "that I'll be personally designing a brand new par 3 course right here at the Patch." For a second, there was silence. Then, confusion. Wait. What? Tiger Woods, arguably the most iconic, most private, and most elite golfer of all time, is coming to this humble public track to design a golf course? Yes. And not just any course. A family-friendly 9-hole par 3 layout built around fun, accessibility, and community. But even that wasn't the biggest shock. Just as the crowd began to buzz, Tiger took it a step further, announcing that his TGR Foundation, the nonprofit he founded to support underserved youth, would be building a state-of-the-art STEAM learning lab just steps away from the new course. The numbers were staggering. The center is projected to serve over 23,000 students every single year, providing hands-on learning in science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, right in a community where opportunity has too often been limited or behind closed doors. Tiger just kicked the front gate wide open, and in doing so, he flipped the script. "This isn't about me," Woods said at the podium. "It's about opportunity. For kids, for families, for Augusta." And you could feel it. This wasn't some PR stunt or a token donation. This was legacy work. Think about it. The man who redefined what it meant to be a champion in golf, who broke racial barriers just by teeing it up at Augusta in the 90s, was now returning, not to compete, but to give back. A golf course designed for access, not exclusivity. A learning center built on curiosity, not credentials. A public project from Tiger Woods. You could almost hear jaws hit the floor, because in a world where Tiger's biggest headlines usually revolve around injuries, comebacks, and swing changes, no one expected this. Tiger Woods isn't coming back to win another green jacket. He's coming back to plant seeds. And if you thought his legacy was already set in stone, you might want to think again. Let's be clear. This wasn't just a golf announcement. It was a cultural earthquake, and its epicenter was a worn-down Muni course in the heart of Augusta. For decades, the Patch, Augusta's municipal course, quietly existed in the shadow of Augusta National, just down the road from the pristine fairways where Masters legends are born. The Patch was where locals played, where kids hacked around, with borrowed clubs, where the fairways were rougher, the greens slower, but the spirit absolutely alive. Yet it never had attention, never had investment, never had a voice. Until now. Because Tiger Woods just rewrote the future of this humble course and maybe public golf itself, when he announced not only a new par 3 course, but also a state-of-the-art education center beside it. He wasn't just building holes and cutting a ribbon, he was planting a flag. This is a once-in-a-generation moment for public golf, wrote Golfweek just hours after the reveal. ESPN echoed that sentiment, calling it a cultural turning point, not just for Augusta, but for how we think about access in golf. And they're not wrong. Think about it. The greatest golfer of the modern era, a man who honed his game in the public parks of Southern California, is now returning to that same grassroots spirit. But this time, he's bringing elite design, world-class resources, and educational firepower with him. And that matters, because this isn't just about getting kids into golf. It's about giving them tools, opportunities, and space to dream beyond it. The STEAM lab he's building will introduce more than 23,000 students a year to science, technology, engineering, art, and math, subjects many of them might never have had access to. Tiger isn't just giving back, he's lifting up. And, in doing so, he's challenging the very structure of the sport he once broke into. Golf has long had a gatekeeping problem, an invisible wall between them and us, built on private clubs, dress codes, and quiet exclusion. For years, Augusta National itself was a symbol of that wall. Now, just down the street, Tiger Woods is building a new door. Just down the street, Tiger Woods is tearing that wall down, brick by brick, and building something open, inclusive, and unforgettable. For the kids who will one day walk through the doors of that STEAM lab, for the families who'll stroll that new par 3 course together, for the young players who'll finally realize that golf isn't just for the privileged few, it's for them too. This is a moment that changes everything. And years from now, when we talk about Tiger Woods' impact on the game, we may not only speak of the Masters, we might talk about the patch, and how one man, with one vision, turned a forgotten Muni into a monument. This wasn't just a press conference, it wasn't just a course announcement. This felt like a shift. For most of his career, Tiger Woods was a force of singular intensity, the laser-focused competitor, the record chaser, the icon who changed how golf looked, sounded, and felt. But standing at that podium in Augusta, shoulder to shoulder with local officials, educators, and children from the community, Tiger wasn't holding a trophy. He was holding a blueprint. And with it, he may have just revealed the next phase of his legacy. Let's be honest, Tiger doesn't need to do this. He could design luxury courses for elite clubs, sell out speaking tours, or quietly retire on the mountain of achievements he's already conquered. But this? A public par 3 course and a STEAM education center in a historically underserved part of Augusta? That's not branding. That's purpose. And in many ways, it marks something deeper. For years, we've watched Tiger fight his body. Through injuries, surgeries, and comeback after comeback, we've seen him flash his brilliance, then fade back into recovery. But now, instead of chasing another green jacket, Tiger Woods is chasing something greater. A future built not just for himself, but for everyone. And while the fire clearly still burns, this move feels different. Not a retreat from competition, but a pivot toward impact. Is this the beginning of Tiger 2.0? One where his greatest victories don't come with a green jacket, but with a generation of kids discovering golf for the first time, walking into classrooms built on his vision. The numbers tell the story. Over 23,000 students a year will gain access to next-level education through the TGR Learning Lab, and countless others will step onto a course he personally designed. Not at a country club, but right in their own neighborhood. This isn't just outreach, it's transformation. It's Tiger shaping the game at its roots. And what makes it even more powerful? Augusta National, the most tradition-bound venue in golf, is fully behind him. They're not just allowing this to happen, they're co-signing it. That's not just support, that's a signal, a loud one. Could more pros follow this model? Justin Rose already is. Rory McIlroy is investing in junior development. But Tiger, he's setting the blueprint, literally. And now, the question isn't just, will Tiger ever win again? The question is bigger. What if his greatest victory is still to come, and it has nothing to do with trophies? Tiger Woods' greatest chapter might still be ahead of him. And it's not on the leaderboard. He's not just changing courses, he's changing lives. And if this Augusta project is chapter 1, then the story we're about to witness could be the most meaningful of his entire career. The swing may slow down, but the legacy? That's just getting started. Within minutes of the announcement, golf Twitter, or X, depending on your level of denial, absolutely exploded. Tiger doing this at the patch? Unreal. GOAT status just went philanthropic. The headlines didn't lie. He wasn't just rebuilding a course. He was rebuilding a community. And that was only the beginning. As press clippings spread, and videos of the reveal hit YouTube, fans flooded the comments. What they saw wasn't a comeback swing or a slow-mo drive. It was something deeper. Tiger Woods, standing beside local kids and community leaders, talking about opportunity, about legacy, about the future of golf. And it hit home. Under the PGA Tour's official post, one comment said it best. This is what greatness off the course looks like. Legends aren't just built by what they win, but by what they leave behind. Another wrote, Tiger is designing a public par 3 in Augusta. That's bigger than any tournament. And they're right, because what Tiger's building now may not come with trophies, but it just might redefine what greatness really means. Major? He's already won it, at least in the hearts of many. Even Reddit's notoriously skeptical RR golf community was unusually united. One thread titled, Tiger's second legacy just started, racked up thousands of upvotes and heartfelt reactions from fans around the world. One user wrote, I teared up a bit, not gonna lie. This is the Tiger I want my kids to know. Another added, he's not just the GOAT, he's the blueprint. And that's the magic of a moment like this. Tiger didn't need to swing, a club to shake up the golf world. All it took was one podium, one announcement, and one community-driven project with heart. And suddenly, every generation of golf fan was all in. Kids who never saw the dominance of Tiger's early 2000s now get to see him build something entirely different, something even more lasting. Older fans who watched him rise, fall, and rise again now witness a man evolving before their eyes. It's rare for a single press event to trend across platforms, spark mainstream media buzz, and ignite a full-on cultural moment. But this one did. And now, we want to hear from you. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And once you've done that, check out the video that's appearing on your screen right now.